All right, information coming in here to the studio. Not just state government, but also the federal government is closed tomorrow, and I'm sure that's the same, only for non-essential employees.
All right, let's go to the island, shall we?
Kent Island, let's check in with ABC 2 News' Cheryl Connor, out and about in the, and Don Harrison, in the environment today instead of being inside in MEMA yesterday, huh?
Yeah, that's right. We are out in it. We are certainly feeling Sandy come in. We're underneath the Kent Narrows Bridge to try to give our equipment and ourselves some shelter. You may recognize this area, guys. This is the Kent Narrows, Harris's Crab House, Red Eyes Dock Bar behind us. So certainly we have seen the conditions worsen throughout the day. I got the call to come over to Kent Island around 11 this morning at the top of the Bay Bridge when it was still open. It was certainly really windy then. The car was whipping around, and as you know, we heard about an hour ago that the Bay Bridge did shut down indefinitely. So Disco and I have been out riding around in the storm.
We're trying.
Yeah, and we came across a car about a couple of hours ago that had no good luck.
Well, traveling through Kent Island, as you know, you can take Route 50 or you can take the side roads on Route 18, and someone tried to do that, and what we heard is they were in a hurry to get to to go work out. Well, as you can see, it didn't work out for them. They must have hit some water. You can see some standing water on the road, or sometimes you'll catch 2 or 3 inches, which evidently what happened. And this person had an unfortunate accident with his car. He took it right in the Kent Narrows area, yeah. And as you can see, it's up above his, just a little bit below the driver's side window. The car did not look like it turned out too well, and that's what they're emphasizing. They don't want you to drive out here if you don't have to, only for emergency reasons. Obviously, just going to the gym to work out may not be emergency. So there's a lot of problems with that on Kent Island. Driving around today over off the Chester River overpass in that community back there, it did flood out during Isabel. Some of the cars have already started to move out. People who were living there, they've moved their cars out of there up over by the overpass. It's a little higher water. During Isabel, they had jet skis and kayaks going around the community. So the wind is starting to pick up, as you can see. We're in the lee of a big concrete pillar right now underneath the Kent Narrows Bridge. And it's not that bad. I guess we're going to step back and show you how bad it is. Yeah. We're going to button up here a little bit.
Yeah, listen, we stopped by emergency services earlier today, guys. And, you know, yesterday was a voluntary evacuation. And this is why, at this point, they do not want you to move. If you are home and you are thinking about going somewhere to safer ground, here we go.
Well,
I mean, here it is. We're pretty much... Yeah, the bridge is barely covering us at this point.
It's blowing hard right now. You see the difficulties we have standing up. They did close the Bay Bridge down, and that's for all the main trucks. One of the problems with emergency services here is you can't get ambulances across the bridge because they're a big boxy truck, kind of top heavy, not much weight to them. So now a lot of the transports are going to Easton or maybe Chester River Hospital. So that's another problem, difficulties that they have out here. I'm sure as this sustained winds continues and the speed picks up, a lot of things are going to start loosening up. Some of the houses and trees will start going down. So it's just starting. And it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Of roads being covered, that doesn't seem to be the biggest problem at this point with water going over the roads, but they fully anticipate conditions are going to worsen throughout the night. There are 2 shelters where people are going in, Kent Island High School and also Centerville Middle School. Military resources are out and about, and they actually said that Swiftwater rescue teams from South Carolina took a 20-hour trip overnight. Thank you to those guys, and they're stationed here on Kent Island. They're ready to go in and do any type of rescue. So we have seen a couple of cars coming by. Don't do it. Honestly, I mean, look at us. We're here to show you why you shouldn't be out and about. When you go out, just remember that you're also putting those firefighters and the military resources in jeopardy if they need to come rescue you. So certainly stay put, and we'll be here throughout the night as these conditions continue to get worse.
All right, Cheryl and Disco, great work out there, huh?
Another minute, they were going to end up in Cape St. Clair.
I was going to say, yeah, lucky that person in the car, they could have been seriously hurt. That's why they want you to stay inside.